4 and Wells is 1. Now we'll be reciting Paul Revere's Ride by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow.
Listen, my children, and you shall hear of the midnight ride of Paul Revere. On the 18th of April in 75, hardly a man is now alive who remembers that famous day here. He said to his friend, if the British march by land or by sea from the town tonight, hang a lantern aloft on the belfry arch of the northern church tower as a signal, one by land and two by sea, and I on the opposite shore will be ready to ride and spread the alarm to every Middlesex village found for the country folk to be up and to arm. Then he said goodnight and with muffled oar silently rowed to the Charlestown shore. Just as the moon rose over the bay, where swinging wide her mooring sleigh, a phantom ship, a Somerset British man of war, a phantom ship with each mast and spar, across the moon like a prison bar, a huge black hulk that was magnified by its own reflection in the tide. Meanwhile, his friend through alley and street wanders and watches with eager ears, till in the silence around he hears the muster of men at the barrack door, the sound of arms and the tramp of feet, and the measured tread of the grenadiers marching down to their boats at shore. Then he climbed the tower of the old North Church, by the wooden stairs with a stealthy tread, to the belfry chamber overhead, startling the pigeons from their perch, the somber rafters that round him made masses and moving shapes of shade. By the trembling ladder steep and tall, to the highest window on the wall, he paused to listen and look down, a moment on the roofs of the town, and the moonlight flowing over all. Beneath the churchyard lay the dead, in their night encampment on the hill, wrapped in silence so deep and still, that he could hear like a sentinel's tread. The watchful night went as it went, creeping along from tent to tent, and for seeming to whisper all is well, a moment only he feels the spell, the place, the hour, and secret dread of the lonely belfry and the dead. For suddenly all his thoughts are bent on a shadowy something far away, where the river widens and meets the bay, a line of black that bends and floats along the tide like a bridge of boats. Meanwhile, impatient to mount and ride, booted and spurred with a heavy stride, on the opposite shore walked Paul Revere. Now he patted his horse's side, now he gazed at the landscape far and near. Impetuous stamped the earth, he turned to tighten that saddle girth, but mostly watched with eager search on the belfry tower of the old North Church. And as it rose above the graves on the hill, lonely, spectral, and somber and still, and lo, as he reached the belfry's height, a glimmer and then a gleam of light. He springs on his saddle, the bridle he turns, but lingers till long he gazes, till full on sight a second lamp in the belfry burns. A hurry of hoofs in the village street, a shape in the moonlight, a bulk in the dark,
and then beneath from the pebbles in passing a spark,
struck out by a sea, flying fearless and fleet.
And that was all, and yet
through the gloom and the light, the fate of the nation was riding that night. And that spark struck out by that steed in his flight, kindled the land into
flame from its heat.
He has left the village and mounted the steep. Beneath him tranquil, broad and deep, is the mystic meeting, the ocean tide, the alders that skirt the edge.
The alders that skirt the edge.
Now soft on the sand, now loud on the ledge, is heard the tramp of the steed as he rides. It was 12 by the village clock when he crossed the bridge.
Into Medford town, he heard the crowing of the cock and the barking of the farmer's dog.
And he felt the dampness of the river fog that rises after the sun goes down. It was 1 by the village clock when he galloped into Lexington.
He saw the
gilded weathercock swimming in the moonlight as he passed. And the meeting house windows black and bare, gazing at him with spectacles bare. as if they already stood aghast at the bloody work they would look upon. It was 2 by the village clock
when he
when he came to the bridge into Concord town. He heard the bleating of the flock and the twittering of the birds among the trees. He felt the breath of the morning breeze that blew
across the meadow
blowing
brown.
over the meadow brown.
And
One was safe asleep in his bed, who at the bridge would be first to fall, who would be lying dead, pierced by a British musket ball. You know the rest in the books you have read, had a British regulars fired and fled. How the farmers gave them ball for ball behind each fence yard and farmyard wall.
How they chased
the redcoats down the lane, and crossing the fields to emerge again.
Then
Under the trees to the bend in the road, only pausing to fire and load. So through the night rode Paul Revere, so through the night rode his cry of alarm to every Middlesex village and farm. A cry of defiance and not of fear, a voice in the darkness, a knock at the door, a word that shall echo forevermore. For born of the night wind of the past, through our history and to the last. The hour of darkness, the peril and need. The people awaken to listen and hear, hurrying hoofbeats of the steed and the midnight message of Paul Revere.
Yes!
I'm Allison. This is my children, National Fair, and the Midnight Ride of Paul Revere. 18th of April in 75. 18th of April in 75. Harley man is still alive. He said to his friend.
Who remembers that?
Who remembers this famous year? And he said to his friend, no, famous that year.
He said to a friend at the British march by land I have seen from the comes of the house. Little lamps are aloft on the belfry arms from the north to the showers of Cinderella. By the land, move by sea, I am the opposite shore will be, ready to ride and ready along. Every minute is rolling to time, when the country folk to get up and farm. Many to the night will come up the door, sighting the red on the Charleston shore, just as the moon was over the bay, in the morning in the morning light. The Somerset British man of war. The fainting ship and its massive spar across the moon like a blue bar, and through that cold clouds mighty calm by home, but coming the tide. Meanwhile, his friend throughout the fate wanders and watches with eager ears, sound the silence surrounded with tears. The mustered men at the barrack door, the sound of arms and turn to people. Measured tread of grenadiers, marching to their boats down on the shore. He climbed the tower of the old North Church, by the wooden stairs with a stealthy tread, to the belfry chambers overhead, startling the pigeons from their perch. The somber raptors ran to the maid, masses of moving shapes of shape. By the trembling ladder, steep and tall, to the highest window on the wall, he paused a moment to watch and look down on the roofs of the town, moonlight flowing over.
The churchyard lay the dead in their night encampment on a hill, wrapped in silence so deep and still that she could hear, like a sentinel's tread, the watchful night wind as it went, creeping along from tent to tent, seeming to whisper, all is well. A moment only he feels the spell, the place, the hour, the secret dread, the lonely, the fright, and the dead. For suddenly all of his thoughts are bent on a shadowy something far away, where the river widens and meets the bay, a line of black that bends and floats along the tide like a bridge of boats.
Meanwhile, patient a mountain ride, booted and sword, head his stride, in the opposite shore walked Paul Revere, now had his horse aside, now he gazed at the landscape far and near. Impetuous, stamped the earth. He turned to tighten the saddle girth, and mostly walked with eager search the belfry tower of the old North Church. As it rose above the graves on the hill, lonely, spectacle, somber and still.
Right on these turns. But lingers and gazes, till fall on his sight, till fall on sight, second like birds in the belfry tower. Second lamp
village clock when he crossed the bridge into Medford town. He heard the crowing of the cock and the barking of the farmer's dog. He felt the damp of the river fog as it rises after the sun goes down. It was 1 by the village clock when he galloped into Lexington. He saw the gilded weathercock and cock swim in the moonlight as he passed, and the meeting house windows, black and bare, seemed to gaze at him with spectral glare, as if they already stood aghast at the bloody works they would look upon. It was 2 by the village clock as he came to the bridge in Concord town. He heard the bleating of the flock and the twitter of the birds among the trees. He felt the breath of the morning breeze as it blew, or he felt the breath of the morning breeze as it blowing across the meadow brown. One was safe and asleep in his bed. Who would be the first at the bridge to fall? Who that day would be laying dead, pierced by the British musket ball?
You know the rest in the books you have read, how the British regulars fired and fled, how the farmers gave the ball for ball behind each fence and barnyard wall, how they chased the redcoats down the lane
and then crossed the field and emerged again
under the tree
of
and then in the road, only pausing to fire and load. So through the night rode Paul Revere. So through the night went his cry of alarm to every Middlesex village and farm. A cry of defiance and not of fear, a voice in the darkness and knock at the door, a word that shall echo forevermore. For born of the night wind of the past,
and then
through our history to the last. The hour of darkness, the peril me, and the people awaken, and here